Warm welcome, dear students. I am Sabina D'Souza, teaching at Chet Vidya Mandir English High School and Junior College, is here before to present before you an English grammar topic. English has been a global language. Speech is a power in itself. The most significant thing in the speech is the message that speaker wants to convey. When the hearer understands the message, he will respond or behave positively. Language is a means of communication. To develop some more skills to our language, let us once again revise the very familiar topic, modal auxiliary. Let's understand the picture. Look at the sentences Mahat says. The first picture says, "Okay, but you can go out." Second picture says, "But you must go out of this room immediately." The third picture says, "Oh Lisa, you should go out and see some friends." So students, can you see those block letter words used before the verb go? These are nothing but modal auxiliary verbs. Now let's see how these modal auxiliary verbs are used and why it is used. By the end of this topic, you will be able to understand its definition, structure, how to use them in a sentence, and finally self-assessment. To begin with the topic, let's understand its definition. Modal auxiliary verbs, also called as helping verbs, which express the mode or manner of the actions, indicated by the main verb. They express modes such as ability, possibility, permission, obligation, etc. For example, we can speak in English. Here the verb can shows ability. Here is a list of some important modal verbs which we will be learning. They are can, could, may, might, will, would, shall, should, ought to, and lastly must. Moving to the second step, that is the structure of sentences. The table here has some parts framed to make a sentence. The table here will teach us how important these modal verbs are to frame a complete sentence or to give a meaning to the sentence. The table consists of a subject, modal verb, main verb, and a complementary sentence. See the examples. I must go to sleep, or you can say I should go to sleep. They may drink some water, or you can say you may drink some water. Here we have a sentence, he will eat some food, or say she will eat some food. And lastly, it would be easy to learn. So students, can you see how important these words are to frame a sentence? These modal verbs are really very important to be known. Moving to some importance or highlighting some important points to remember. Firstly, we have to remember modal auxiliary verbs do not add s or es to the third person singular. Take for example, he is a third person singular where I can frame a sentence, he can swim. But I cannot add to my verb can an s, that is, he can swim. Our second most important point to this is modal verbs don't have infinitives or ing forms. Example, the verb can. I cannot have an ing verb saying canning. Or take the verb might. I cannot have to might. Moving ahead to the third step, which talks about how to use these in a sentence. Here are some ways to understand these important auxiliary verbs better. So let's begin with the verb can. Here you will be able to understand its uses followed by an example. Firstly, we begin with ability or possibility. They can control their own work. To show impossibility, we can't fix it. Asking for permission. Can I bring here? To show request, can you help me? Moving to the verb could. It shows permission. Say for example, could I borrow your dictionary? To show request, could you say it again more slowly? To show possibility, this problem could be solved. To show ability, he gave up his old job so he could work for us. Moving to the verb may. It shows permission. May I have another cup of coffee? To show possibility, I may finish my homework. Moving to the next verb, might. It shows possibility. It might rain today. To show purpose, he worked hard so that he might win. Moving to our word out to. It It's a rare verb but an important verb. It here shows the use of moral obligation. Now, what do I mean by moral obligation? It means saying what's right or correct, or you can say saying what is truth. The example can be, she ought to finish by next week. Moving to our next verb, must. Here it shows obligation or compulsion. You must be back by 9 p.m. To show determination, you must win the first prize. To show possibility, there must be some mistake somewhere. Our next verb is shall. Shall has many uses. So first we begin with the verb, the use offer. Shall I help you with your luggage? To show suggestion, shall we say 2:30 then? To show permission, he shall get a prize if he succeeds. To show a command, you shall leave the class at once. To show determination, we shall work hard regularly. Moving to our next verb, should. It shows your duty or obligation. We should obey our parents. Like you see how important it is to obey our parents, so the word should plays a huge role over here. To show advice, you should not tell a lie. Moving to the verb will. Will shows determination. They will fight till the end. To show request, will you please lend me the book? To show a promise, I will take care of your parents. To show a habit, she will be talking all the time with no work. And lastly, moving to a verb, would. It shows a past tense or a past action. That is, he said that he would be back soon. To show request, would you please shut the door? To show a wish or desire, would you like something to drink? So finally we have done with these verbs and their uses, followed by the example. Here is a picture where the word puzzle shows almost all modal verbs covered by the word modals. You see, M stands for might, should is followed by a O, and could you can see with the word D, letter D, followed by shall, will, and finally must. Finally, it's time to assess yourself, students. Here are some fill in the blanks with multiple options. You have to choose a suitable answer to it. I hope we have done quite enough so that you can assess yourself much better. Lastly, here's one more activity for you students, wherein you have to imagine. Now, since you have learned its uses, you will be able to frame sentences by your own. Think about these situations and create a sentence using modals. For example, take the first one. We are going to Paris for a weekend. Now here I've asked you to make sentences showing suggestions about things to do. Now we have learned the uses suggestion as to how you will frame a sentence using the suggestions. You have to make sentences with the help of suggestions. Take the second example. We start school in September. Talking about its necessity. Here we'll be focusing on the necessity as to when the school starts, what are the important things or required things, followed by the use necessity. Hope you have enjoyed the topic and learned it very well.